The whole time I'm like, how is we even gonna know if this really Stevie Wonder's damn house? Like, this probably ain't even his house.
Are we really doing this again? Stevie Wonder faking blindness? Yep. That rumor is like a stubborn house guest that won't leave. And lately, it's back on the couch because Katt Williams tossed another log on the fire. The joke has been floating around for decades, long before timelines and For You pages, kept alive in barbershops, cookouts, and, you know what I heard? Conversations. Then, social media turned a handful of out-of-context clips into,
seriously, you know the truth. The truth is, shortly after my birth, I became blind.
Evidence. And every few years, the internet rediscovers the conspiracy, polishes it up, and runs it back like it's brand new. The greatest hit, of course, is the mic stand moment. Stevie's on stage, a stand starts to topple, and he catches it without missing a beat. Boom. See? He can see. Or, hear me out. He's a world-class performer who has lived on stages since childhood. Microphones hum, stands clink, air shifts, monitors vibrate. Those cues are loud when your ears are trained like his.
Wonder.
I know Stevie, because I heard Stevie Wonder out here singing.
He said he just saw Stevie Wonder out here singing, cuz. Like, hey man, hey, what's going on? Hey, what's going on? I don't understand what's going on.
If you've spent your life mapping a stage by sound and feel, a falling stand isn't a magic trick, it's muscle memory. Then there's the photo that refuses to die. Stevie holding a camera, supposedly aiming at Michael Jackson. It resurfaces, the same comments follow, and context evaporates. People are told where to point. Hands can be guided, cameras can be preset. A snapshot proves cooperation, not vision.
I heard he crossed the streets.
Oprah recently said she bought him a Maybach.
Man, don't do that, cuz.
No, swear to God.
Don't nobody talk about Stevie Wonder.
Oprah said she bought him a Maybach.
Stevie Wonder is a musical genius.
Driving it.
I think Stevie doing.
Why sit courtside if you're blind? Because it's not only about seeing. Courtside is the heartbeat, the thump of the ball, the squeak of sneakers, the echo of whistles, the river of crowd noise that swells and breaks with every possession. Sports aren't purely visual, they're kinetic, communal, and sonic. Being there is the point. Didn't he drive a car? The story always gets bigger in retelling. What actually happened? He sat in the driver's seat while someone else controlled the car. That's a long way from merging onto the freeway solo.
Stevie Wonder can see.
Listen.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? That's the craziest thing ever.
But conspiracies thrive on telephone game distortions. Celebrity stories pour gasoline on the mythology. Shaq once said he stepped into an elevator and Stevie greeted him by name. Internet. Gotcha. Reality check. Shaquille O'Neal is 7'1", has a voice you can spot from a parking lot away, and lived in the same building. You don't need eyes to recognize that presence. Carmelo Anthony once said Stevie told him, "I love watching you play," which got spun into proof he can see instead of recognizing a normal figure of speech. Someone always knows someone who swears they saw Stevie moving around a party like a Navy SEAL with night vision.
I'm saying we lived in a building together on Wilshire Boulevard.
Talk to me, wait, all right. Okay, you lived in a building with Stevie.
With Stevie, okay? We used to have to drive to the bottom, underneath, to park your car.
And now Katt Williams has a hilarious story about visiting Stevie's house and leaving suspicious. Entertainment is gonna entertain. What gets lost in the pile of punchlines is how blind people actually navigate the world, especially pros who've spent decades touring, recording, and performing. They memorize layouts, count steps, track doorways by air currents, hear the shape of a room by its echoes, and use tactile markers on stage.
I'm coming to the first floor that day. It goes down, because when I got in, I didn't press the button. So it went down first. Stevie got in, I'm standing in the corner, I didn't say nothing. And he looked over and he was like, "What up, Big Diesel?" And he turned his head, hit his button, and...
A studio becomes a second home. A stage becomes a map under your feet. Put the same person in those spaces for years, and you'll watch them move with a smoothness that looks supernatural if you don't understand the training behind it. And yes, jokes help keep the rumor alive. In Black culture, we tease our legends like family. It's affection wrapped in mischief. Stevie plays along because he's got a wicked sense of humor. He'll crack a line like, "Let me take my glasses off so I can see if you look how people say." and the whole room dissolves. The internet clips the punchline, divorces it from tone and timing, and voila, evidence. Underneath all of that is the simplest truth. Blind or not, Stevie Wonder is one of the greatest musical minds alive. Full stop. He had hits as a preteen. In his 20s, he remade Motown in his image, building suites of songs that fused gospel, funk, jazz, and pop into something that felt like sunlight you could hear. He turned synthesizers into orchestras, stacked harmonies like stained glass, and wrote melodies that lodged themselves in your chest for decades. Superstition. Isn't she lovely? Sir Duke. I just called to say I love you. Each one is a world. He doesn't need sight to make music because he hears with a precision most of us can't imagine. Timbre, micro grooves, air in a room, how a chord blooms then evaporates. He paints with vibration. So why won't the rumor die? Partly because the internet rewards spectacle, partly because we're fascinated by skills we can't explain, and partly because it's easier to believe in a secret than to sit with the awe of human adaptation. If you've never trained your ears to that level, catching a mic stand feels like X-Men stuff. The mind wants a shortcut. He must be pretending. But the more honest reaction is humility. Maybe he's just that good. There's also a double standard lurking here. We rarely second-guess sighted artists for the feats they repeat nightly, but we look at a blind artist's mastery and assume a trick. That impulse says more about our limits than his. Spend time around elite musicians, jazz drummers who can tell you which cymbal you hit from behind a curtain, engineers who hear a half decibel change in a vocal, and you stop being surprised by what careful attention can do. None of this means the jokes can't exist. Humor is culture talking to itself. Laugh at the memes, pass around the Shaq story, enjoy Katt's bit. But let's keep the bottom line clear. If Stevie Wonder sees, it's in the ways that matter most for music. He sees rhythm, harmony, and feeling. He sees communities on dance floors and at family cookouts. He sees joy as a living thing, grief as a minor chord that still resolves, love as a hook you hum for the rest of your life. Vision is bigger than eyes, and his catalog proves it. Maybe that's why the rumor keeps boomeranging back. Deep down, we're stunned that someone who doesn't rely on sight can perceive the world so vividly, and then translate it into songs that make the rest of us feel seen. That's not a conspiracy, that's genius. So tell me, why do you think people can't let this one go? And more importantly, what does Stevie's music mean to you? Drop your thoughts below, and let's give the man his flowers. Whatever you believe about the memes, the truth is simple. Stevie Wonder has been seeing life through sound for 6 decades, and he taught the world how to listen.